Biafran, my man. Oh yes, so no one was nana. Biafran, my man. Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoku. The spirit of Biafra is upon me. That is why I am offering this song to our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa in Urobo dialect and Isoko. Lucky star is sinking, I'm sinking, Udogu, Ekpa. Amorotomo, Agbada Brururu. Amorotomo, Agbada Brururu. Excellency Simon Ekpa. Nieruwe yo, Witrowe Salot. With the same the freedom you brought to do well for us. Urobisoko with the same no. Amorutamo Agbada Guru. Dear Simon Njoku, you have done so much for us. I am shedding tears of joy. Your time cannot be seen easily. I search around the whole world, the greatest freedom fighter. We, the Robo and Isuku, we appreciate you awesome. Worry sister, say you are so good, you are so wonderful. Clara Dimu say you are so good. Oh, Amorutamo Agbada. Helen Peter say you are so good. That is the truth. Patricia Robo say you are so good. Amorutamo Agbada Guru. Urobisoko with the sedo. What a wonderful man. The good guy. It's only the fool that we hate him. And I know those who are sitting at the fence in this Biafra struggle, they will not learn. Maybe they will learn in the grave. Urobisoko with the sendo. The freedom you brought to do well for us. Worry sister say you are so good. Urobisoko with the sendo. Clara Dim say you are so good. Anna Wabada Guru. Amarotomo Agbada Guru. Amarotomo Agbada Guru. Urobisoko with the sendo. Urobisoko with throw a salute. Even lucky star, it is sendo. You do well, it is sendo. That you do well, we salute you, we throw a salute. Patricia Urobo say you are so good, you are so good. Amorutamo Agbada Guru. I am in tears of joy For your good work cannot be quantified. Oh, Amorotomo Agbada Guru. Ewo, Kisuko Bidise.
I want those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb were born. Do this very well. You must be very, very strong.
When the Moroku, Nijimwero Mekumu Biafra. Mwerenda siputa makamwero mwekanyinaga biko kulie ogeruo biko kulie iye jamalike ogeruo
Onwere ndị akpọrọku maka nwere onwe anyị. Onwere ndị amụrụ chekwa maka nwere onwe ụmụ Biafra.
biko kulie ogeruo biko kulie iye jamalike ogeruo. The spirit of Biafra biko kulie ogeruo. Nwere ndị Biafra jide ebube biko bilie ogeruo. Ọhamadike nọ na dungeon unu ga-ekwe ka ihere mee ya Odike, mposi ike ruru achọba dike. Biko kulie n'oge ruo. Biko kulie, ihe jamadike n'oge ruo. The Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in exile, Maazị Simon Ekpa, Ekpa Njoku siri gaba n'iru na egwu n'azụ. Na egwu adịrị atụ afọ ma ya ebudo ụzọ. Ọ gịnị? Maazị Simon Ekpa emezuwo nkokwere onye ndu. Ihe jamadike ruo, ịmakwa Simon Ekpa wuchie. Ihe jamadike ruo, Simon Ekpa bụ atakata abụọ. Ojuda bụ enyi, mgbigbere onye ndu gị na-eme tata. I will follow you, I will follow you, I will follow you, never look back. I will follow you. Prime Minister Veronye, anyị ga-agbanụ ga-aka ebe follow you. Anyị na I will follow you. I will follow you. The question is this: if Nigerian government failed to organize referendum for children of Biafra, are you ready to lead us to do anything in order to get freedom from Biafra? And I'm going to be number one. If you're looking for 100 men, you will find 50 in me. Ogwe Bucharangwe, Maazị Simon Ekpa, Ogene.
Maazị Simon Ekpa, Biko, Jisiki, Gaga Njoku, Atakata Mwo, Kaina Bogi, Ojuda Bueyi, Mkwigbolo Nyendu, Gine Menata.
I am 50 men, oh yes, and I said, I will follow you, I will follow you, I will follow you, never look back, I will follow you. Prime Minister Veronye, and you got one who got I will follow you, and I will follow you, I will follow you. Ọhamadike Biafra, ndahi kpọrọ oku abịarụole. Ihe jamadike ruo, Biafra Republic gọọmenti awụchie. Ihe jamadike ruo, Kọmanda Gentle ekwechiri. General Buduso so na atakata nwụọ. Kọmanda Holy Ghost, okonye ndu kpọrọ kwunu na Zatata. Biko kulie nuo, oge ruo. Biko kulie
Maka Biafra, we're put around onye ndu here. Simon Ekpa,
Witness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have sealed, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy on us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, Let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace. Under our command, O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All these we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said,
Biafra Republic! Biafra Republic!
Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you for joining us on today's program, wherever you are joining from. I appreciate everyone that is connecting to us on this program this morning. If you are joining us from Biafra land, I welcome you. If you are joining us from any part of the zoo, I welcome you. If you are joining us from any part of Africa, I welcome you. You are joining us from Asia, Europe, America, Australia, Canada, New Zealand. You are joining us from Russia, from China, from Israel. I welcome you to this program. I appreciate you for being part of us this morning. Accept my greetings according to your time zone. If you have not yet subscribed to this very channel, I don't know what you are waiting for. And if you have not shared this program, please, I beg you in the name of Socio-political, kindly help us to share this program. This is one way you can help to propagate the gospel of Biafra. If you are truly and genuinely a Biafran, as soon as you get into this program, the first thing you have to do is to share the program. Click like. If you are watching us from TikTok, please tap the screen and share the program so that others can join us. Tap the screen and share the program. If you are joining from Facebook, like the program and share it to other platforms so that other people can be aware that we are online. If you are watching us on YouTube, which is where I'm hosting this program on the Biafra channel, please share the program so that other people can come along and join us. In all our social media platforms, you know we have a problem with them because they do not notify our audience to join us on program. The notification can only come up when you help us to share the program, when you click like on the program. That is how the notification will increase and people will get informed. That is why every time we ask you to help us and share and click like, by the time you tap the screen, you click like, it is going to encourage others to join us, and it will be signaling to other people that something is happening here, and they will join us. For those who are joining us for the very first time on this program, or the people that are going to come across this video for the very first time, I want you to know that this very platform where you are watching this program is a platform that is under the Biafra government, a platform under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and on the supreme command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In this very platform where you are watching this program, we do not come here to instigate violence. We don't come here to preach hate. We do not come here to attack people or individuals. We don't come here to engage in saga. We don't come here to engage in propaganda. We don't come here to attack any race or religion. What we do in this platform is to preach the gospel of freedom, the gospel of peace for the Biafran people. We come here to tell the world the situation in Biafran land, the war situation in Biafra land, the dehumanization of people in Biafra land, the genocide happening in Biafra land that nobody is paying attention to. The international media is not listening to it. They are not paying attention. Journalists are not going over there in Biafra land to report what is happening. The conventional media in Nigeria would never report what is happening in Biafran territory. But I tell you, a lot is happening. That is why we have taken it upon ourselves to report these issues for the world to understand and know what is going on in Biafran territory. I also encourage you to join our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, on X. Just go to X, which is Twitter. Go there and you type Simon Ekpa. You're going to see the verified account. Go there, scroll down, up and down, and you're going to see information that will blow your mind. You will understand that it is time for the whole world to pay attention to the issue of Biafra. We have cried for a very long time. We have complained for a very long time. We have talked for a very long time, and nobody seems to be paying attention. But this time, we have taken upon ourselves that we are going to free ourselves, regardless what anybody says. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter how you feel. It doesn't matter what you think. It is Biafran first. That is where we are today. Every morning we come here to express our views. Every morning we come here to encourage Biafrans. Every morning we come here to open up the truth about the situation in Biafra land. Nobody is paying attention to what is happening. We, the Biafran people, are not crying and shouting that people might come and help. I know they are not going to come, but we are speaking up so that the world will know what is happening in case we begin to react as we have started. Because we cannot keep silent forever. We cannot allow them to continue to take innocent life in Biafra land forever. We cannot continue to protest, complain, and write petition forever. We have actually reached the point where we begin to react. And as we speak, the Biafran people are defending themselves under the government of Biafra. That is where we are today. The self-defense of Biafra is going on as we speak, and it will continue to happen. So we come here every morning to update people and let people know what is actually going on. And on the platform, if you are watching directly from where I'm hosting this program on David Harbour channel on YouTube, you can click the link and join me on stage. Click the link, come in on stage. When you come in on stage, you can be able to put up your questions. You can make your arguments. You can say your prayers. Make your contributions. It is allowed. It is not that you must not be a Biafran for you to join us on this platform. There's no law that says you must believe the same thing we believe before you join us. No. Even if you have a different ideology, even if you have one Nigerianist, no matter what your religion and your country or your race is, feel free to join us and ask us questions if you have any reasonable question to ask. Maybe there is something you are hearing about us that you're not too sure about. Maybe there's information you want to pass. Maybe there's a guideline or one direction you want to give us. Feel free to come, but make sure that you have a good point to present. As long as you have a good point to present, we'll give you the field to speak. All we ask is that when you come out, make sure you appear decent. Appear decent because the whole world is watching. We cannot admit you on this platform or any of our platform. We cannot admit you naked. You must cover yourself properly because the whole world is watching. Biafran government is watching. Our Prime Minister is watching. And we must put ourselves in a very decent manner to be able to appear on this program. That is what we are doing, and we will continue to do so. And today we have come once again, as we always do. The next thing we ask is that when you appear on this platform, please make sure you make your point in a civil manner. Try as much as possible to be civil. I am not telling you to throw away your line of thought. I'm not trying to tell you to be politically correct. You can get angry as much as you want, but do it in a civil manner so that the world will understand you. The government of Biafra is paying attention. They will understand you so that you will not end up wasting your time. You make a point and your point will be noted. My fellow Biafran that are watching, wherever you are watching from, I welcome every single one of you that have joined us this morning program. I thank you so much for coming along. I say, may Chukwu Okike continue to guide and protect all of you. I welcome you, my beloved brother, Christian. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I welcome you. Thank you so much, my beloved brother, Christian. And every other person that is out there. So before we go into the program, let us first of all listen to some important announcements that we have before we now kick off the program fully.
For Biafra, raffle draw, BFR, raffle jingle. My people, follow who no road. His Excellency Simon Ekpa Njoku, na him they carry us enter Biafra. He they play the show. No be lie, the good guy, Prime Minister of the Republic government, in exile, went there for Obodo Yibo, Finland. With him government, na him they do the wonder. Say make you join, follow up, he go sweet you for body. Freedom today, better for you and your picking them. I dey tell you, he can still bring ogbonge raffle draw with big money when you go win. I dey tell you, no be lie. Starting from on the 29th of November, go reach December 3rd. Now this thing they happen 2024. And make I shock you, the money, it makes sense well. $20 and total winning prize $10,000. A first prize $5,000, third prize $2,000. BFR, no sit down, no sit down. Look, na dog name. They want from here gather money to build Biafra, where you they cry for sins. You go also win too, no play.
Biafra is our home. A referendum is our right to you.
Brgie USA is welcoming our Obataobi, His Excellency Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa, to United States USA for a town hall meeting, and Brgie, Texas will be presenting the Kola Nut, Iwa Oji. Therefore we are inviting wonderful people of Biafra, friends of Biafrans, well-wishers and all lovers of freedom to this great event.
We are going home.
Every day, you don't pay no to work in Gambia, so make a window to them. You win. We know. For Biafra, we know. Raffle draw in Finland. In exile, raffle Biafran Republic government in exile present a fantastic raffle game. Biafran Freedom Raffle BFR is a raffle sales in support of Biafran Freedom, which will be drawn and prizes given at the declaration of the independent states of Biafra in Finland between November 29 to December 10, 2024. BFR is for everyone amazing. Raffle prize is $20. Total winning prize $10,000. First prize $5,000. Second prize $3,000. Third prize $2,000. For more information and to participate, click https://www.biafrarepublicgov.org/raffle. BFR is for 2 months only. Hurry up and buy raffle sales for Biafra Freedom today. Buy for your children and grandchildren. Buy for your relatives, friends. Do your part now, because when we give all our needed support, God crowns us with Biafra we long for. Good luck and happy win. Raffle. Every day, we the best not to go kick up your man. So make a window to them. You win. You win.
After today, if anything happened to anybody in Biafra land that mention their name here, we are going to change the game. And the game we are going to change will be a different economy. All of you will pay the price.
Welcome back, my fellow Biafrans that are watching, wherever you are watching from. I appreciate every one of you for your patience and hanging around with us this morning. Thank you so much for joining us. May Chukwu Okike continue to guide and protect every one of you. First of all, before I introduce the topic, I want to thank everyone that was able to participate in the sit-at-home yesterday. The sit-at-home of yesterday was amazing, 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 amazing. One of the best ever. And I can bet you that our enemies are crying, they are quaking, they are shouting, they can't understand it. The yesterday sit-at-home was amazing. Biafrans responded, and Biafrans have shown once again that they are ready to go home. The world is watching, and the world now understands that the more than 50 million people that casted their vote is not a joke. It is not a joke. When you hear that more than 50 million Biafrans cast their vote for Biafra to exit Nigeria, some people think it's just a made-up story, or we just wake up and we say what we want to say. But yesterday have proved the world that we are really saying what is actually happening on the ground. I appreciate every one of you. And you know that yesterday, our beloved Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, came online and he made clear some informations. For those who went and peddled lies that there is a sit-at-home today, our Prime Minister came out yesterday and clarified, even though we have clarified that a long time before yesterday's sit-at-home, we said it that today is not supposed to be a sit-at-home. There is no sit-at-home on Tuesday. Our Prime Minister never planned that. But some people, because they know that the Biafran government is in charge, some mischievous people went ahead and began to broadcast, begin to put out information that is a sit-at-home. And many schools, many offices have already rescheduled their activities. Many Biafrans have already rescheduled their activities and they comply to this very directive that is a sit-at-home today. Only because they heard that the name of Biafran government is involved. That is how close the government of Biafra is with their people. That's how eager the Biafrans are ready to go home. And our Prime Minister made this clear yesterday that if you have already rescheduled yourself, do not worry. You can stay at home and relax yourself. But if you have not rescheduled and you have places to go, you can go to where you want to go. You are highly secure. Nobody is preventing you to go anywhere, and nobody is going to stop you from doing what you want to do. But that very sit-at-home that was placed today was not placed by our Prime Minister, Some mischievous people only use the name of the government to push that very agenda, to confuse people. But because they have already said it, our Prime Minister is somebody who is very, very intelligent, because the people that are pushing these agendas, they want to demonize the activities of the Biafran government. They want to distract the activities of the Biafran government, but we are programmed and we are focused. Whatever sit-at-home that we are doing, we know what we are doing and we have a time. And that is why we always urge people, whenever you come to our program, share it, let it go wide. If you are sharing this program, some of this information that the criminals are sending around in the name of our Prime Minister or in the name of the Biafran government will not fly. It will not fly. But some of you, you are so economical with this information. When you get it, you keep it to yourself. You don't. You don't. One of the assignments that Mazin Nandekadu gave us is that we must carry everybody along. Everybody must carry along. That is why you see our beloved sister, when she comes here, she will speak in her own dialect. Our beloved sister Mary, come here and speak in her own dialect to make sure that people in the grassroots are following. Likewise, you, if you are from Ibanke, if you are from Yoruba, if you are from any side of Biafra, no matter your tribe, feel free to come here and speak in your own dialect. Share the program to your own people so that they can get this information. If they are informed, some of these lies will not be flying. It will be flying. There was no time. Whenever a sit-at-home is being fixed, you are going to see it in the platform of our Prime Minister, written boldly. And every platform of the Biafran government, you're going to hear us announcing it. We'll be announcing it. But because some of us are not paying attention, we still allow ourselves to be carried away with propaganda and blackmail of the enemies. Nevertheless, as he said, if you have already rescheduled yourself for today, you can relax yourself and enjoy yourself at home. But if you have not, you have a problem to go about your businesses. The Liberation Army of Biafra have the duty to protect the life and properties of Biafran people. There is no sit-at-home that is being fixed today. If sit-at-home is being fixed, our Prime Minister, by him own self, will announce it, and every one of us will follow suit. So I want everybody to get that and get it straight. It is the work of the enemies. But again, as we always say here, that all things work together for good to them that love Chukwu. Even when they push their propaganda to demonize us, in another way around, it shows to the world that The name of the Biafran government has become so strong that once you mention anything Biafran government and you attach anything to it, people will obey. People will obey. That is how close the Biafran people are with their government. Whatever you say and you attach Biafran government to it, people will listen to it and people will obey. But at the same time, we, the Biafran people, have to make sure we are always informed and following up in line. Follow the platform of our Prime Minister on X. Go to X, which is Twitter. Type Simon Ekpa. You will see his verified account in blue. Scroll down. Every day, informations are coming. Every minute of the day, he is posting informations. In the restoration of Biafra that we are today, there is nothing that is done in the secret. Everything is in the open. Everything I know here, you can equally know it. The only difference is that you don't devote time to the activities of Biafra the way I devote my own time. That's the difference. There is nothing hidden. There is no secret meeting I attend to get informations. There is no hidden meeting I attend anywhere to get informations. Every single information are there in the public. But the difference is that you are not paying attention. I pay more attention than you do. And I bring this information and push it to your doorstep for you to hear. So when you hear the information, what you need to do is to also use it, push it to the doorstep of another person near you. That is what the media is all about. If we continue to share information across ourselves, they can't cage us. They can't make us small, because their plan is to cage us and make us small and make sure that our voice is not heard. And we will not allow them to succeed. My fellow Biafrans, I appreciate everyone who has made yesterday a great success, and I bet you it is getting better. And as we draw closer to the declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra, it is going to be better. My fellow Biafrans, today we have chosen a topic which says the preparedness of Biafra Republic Government in exile, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoku, and the readiness of the Biafran people. I chose this topic because of what happened yesterday. From yesterday, sit at home, you can agree. Not just yesterday, every Monday that we sit at home, you will see how ready Biafrans are to go home. When you look at the government of Biafra, you look at our Prime Minister, you see his preparedness. You see the sacrifices he's making on a daily basis. You see the steps he's taking, not hidden, not in the secret. There is nothing that is being hidden from Biafran people, in the open. Everything is written boldly in ABC that everybody can understand. You will understand that the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government exile, you will understand the government of Biafra is more than prepared to carry this journey to the end. At the same time, when I see the response of Biafran people to issues that has to do with Biafra, I feel joy in myself. I don't know how you feel. I don't know how you feel. When I see the response of Biafran people towards the government of Biafra, I get inspired. I have no doubt that Biafrans are ready to go. Forget about those who are lying to themselves. That is why each time when I come online, I encourage the investigative journalists. All those journalists, international journalists, local journalists, go on the ground and ask people questions, investigate, and come out with the investigation and let the people know. Forget about the 1% that feel that they have the voice. The 1% politicians, their families, their cronies, and those who are living in the fraudulent activities who feel they have a voice. And they tell you that the Biafrans are not with the government. But every Monday, when you look towards Biafra land, you will see that the Biafrans are ready. And as always, you know that whenever they see Biafrans are making wave, they will begin to put their propaganda and blackmail. For a very long time, we have not seen destruction on Mondays. For a very long time, we have not seen destructions of lives and properties on Mondays. For a very long time, the Monday sit at home have been conducted by Biafran people themselves without anybody enforcing it. All of a sudden, we saw Soludo come out. Soludo come out to begin to force people to come to work. And the next agenda, as we know, is the propaganda of enforcement. They have played this game over and over and over and over again. Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma played it and played it until we captured a policeman in uniform enforcing sit at home. It was captured on their own local TV. A policeman. And they were there claiming to be members of IPOB, claiming to be part of the struggle. This is propaganda they have played over and over again, and they will never stop playing it. But it's sad that some of us are falling victim. The only way you can escape the idiocy of the zoo and their plans is to obey simple instruction. Obey simple instruction. We have 7 days in a week. Out of that 7 days, you sacrifice only 1 day for your freedom. What is that money you want to make on Sunday that on Monday they cannot make on Tuesday? There are people that do their business only 3 times in a week. There are people that do their business only 2 times in a week. People take holidays when they want. As we speak, there are people who go to work on Sunday, who do their business on Sunday. There are people who don't do their business on Sunday. People do on Saturday, some don't do on Saturday. Why is it so difficult for you to sacrifice this 1 day for your own freedom? This is something that every one of us have agreed and signed and sealed. And some people will say they're not in agreement. If you are not in agreement, but you agree with me that majority carry the vote. Majority carries the vote. Politics is a game of number, and majority carries the vote. Majority of Biafrans came together and they agreed that this Monday is a sacred day. It's a day that we come to demand the unconditional release of Mazen Nandekano and every Biafran political prisoner detained. A day we come to show the world that Nigerian government have no legitimacy in Biafran territory anymore. A day we show the world that no official of Nigerian government have legitimacy in Biafran government, in Biafran land. All the illegitimate governors, ministers they appoint, that is the day we show the world that we don't just say that we have lost confidence in them, we act and we do not obey them. So Monday is very, very sacred for the Biafran people. Why do you see all this announcement, all this thing? For the past 4 years, it has been done, and yet on that very day, you will come out and begin to expose yourself to danger. You make yourself a willing tool in the hand of the enemies to use as a propaganda. And you think that when they take you out or when they destroy your property, then they will now use you as a propaganda. And you think that will stop us from doing what we are doing. You are a fool. You are a fool. In this restoration of Biafra, it is about our collective interest. It is not about a personal interest. As an individual, if you feel your own personal interest is greater than that of the majority, you are mad. And whatever happens to you, you will bear the consequence. We are focused on the collective interest of the Biafran people. Sit at home for us to air our opinion. We do not have any right to protest in Nigeria. We have protested for a very long time. Each time we come to protest, nobody listens to us. Instead, they open fire, and thousands of lives have been lost in the name of protest. Thousands of lives have been lost in Nigeria in the name of protest. Is it petition? We have written thousands of petitions. Nobody seems to respond. We have provided evidence, numerous evidence on video, on audio, on picture, to United Nations, to Amnesty International. Nobody is acting. And finally, we have resolved that we have to come back home, engage in civil disobedience. Very peaceful way of demonstration. Very, very peaceful way of demonstration. And we have continued on that. And some people will decide to take themselves away from that collective interest of everyone. Today, you go online, you see people who are attacking this sit at home. You think they are doing it for the interest of the people. No! Everyone that speaks against the sit at home is speaking against the sit at home because of their own personal interest. When you see the governors talking against the sit at home, they are not speaking against the sit at home because they care about the people. They care about the billions they are making on daily basis. You have seen them come to cry about the billions of naira they make every day, billions of naira they make every Monday. They are no longer getting that money. But now the question is, when they were making that billions, what did they do with that money? The billions they make in the rest of the days, from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the money they make there, what do they do with it? That is the question. When you see them come out and cry about sit at home, it is not about the people. It is about their own personal interest. There is no individual in Biafra land who is complaining about the Monday. Whatever business you could not do on Monday, you can do on Tuesday. It doesn't matter where your shop is. People who are coming to buy things in Biafra land, they have already known that Monday is a no-go area. They change their activity to Tuesday. If they can't come on Monday to buy, they will come on Tuesday and buy. It is the same thing. Why are you so worked up about it? Why are you so worked up about this one day? Committed to pursue your life game. Why are you so worked about it? Some of you will obey a fasting. Some of you, your imam and your pastors will tell you to come and sleep in a church and fast for 21 days. For something you are not sure about. We will tell you, you will lock your shop, you go and sleep in a church and fast 21 days, 40 days. You lock up your shop. And it doesn't bother you. It doesn't bother you. Nobody complains. It is your own, for your own personal issue, you do it and you lock up that shop. And at the end of your fasting, you continue with your business. And you didn't die. But when it comes to an issue that is a collective interest of people choosing only Monday, sit at home and relax yourself. Use that Monday as your Sabbath day. Use that Monday as your Sabbath day to think about yourself, about what is happening to you in the zoo. To demand for your freedom. You feel it is too much. You see them complaining from right, left, and center. You see them talking trash from one angle to the other. And you think you can solve. If you decide not to listen and you get yourself involved, you provide yourself as a propaganda tool. It is your business. I have told you, whether I live or I die, Biafra is going to come. Whether you live or you die, Biafra is going to come. It is not about me. It is not about you. It is not about Mazin Nandika. It is not about Mazin Samadeba. It is about our future generation. We don't want our generation to be wiped away. And we must make sure we stand for our future generation. We must make sure we stand for our future generation and make sure that nothing takes us out. That is why Biafrans have assembled themselves on this collective interest. If your personal and selfish interests bring you out on Monday, you lose your life, you lose your property, you will bear the consequence. And I bet you, even your ancestors on your death will blame you. My beloved brother, Christian, you're welcome. Go ahead and speak to Biafrans, my beloved brother.
Yes, Mazichus, good morning, brother.
Good morning, my brother.
So, yeah, well, I just thank you for your consistent effort. And it's good that we continue to push on. You know, yesterday I saw a program on Arise with Kenneth Okonkwo. Did you see it, first of all?
I've not seen it. I'll go and check it. I think
Jesus Christ. It's one of the reasons why I try to schedule my plan so that we, you know, because
I really need to get my hand on it. I don't pay too much attention to Arise, but I have to go and look at it. Since you talked about it, I will check it up.
Yeah, because you see, I made lots of notes over his views, his submissions, and I tell you, I have never been so, should I say, disappointed, and a confirmation of the fact that, to be honest with you, I think, but I've always known this, that we have our job cut out for us when it comes to this Biafra, because when I look at Ndi Igbo, you know, there's everything about Ndi Igbo that I see. It's exactly what I see with the Jews of Israel, you know. From the beginning, from the get-go, the level of sabotage among themselves. You begin to wonder. So obviously, you can clearly see that is how the enemy works.
Yes.
He uses your own people, enemies within, to not only destroy, but to hinder, to tie you down and make your success, your progress unattainable. So
the same thing happened to the Israelites. Do you know that the Israel billionaires in the US, they use their money to sponsor against their own people?
Yes.
Go ahead, my brother.
And today, as we speak, there are lots of people who claim that they are Israelite or they are Jews, and they are working to undermine Israel's existence. When Kenneth Okonkwo, Jesus Christ, this guy, he said a lot. Because they brought him there on Arise, and they started with the P2B's congratulatory message to Gowan. So from there, they continued and they continued and they continued. We've already known that P2B is an enemy of Ndibo, enemy of Biafra. Anybody who doesn't know that is deceiving him or herself. And to also know that he's not alone. There are a lot more other Igbos whom, because of their selfish interest, they've decided to side with the enemy. Because if you don't have anything good to say, maybe it's better you don't say anything at all, at least. But to be coming out and be spewing the type of things that Kenneth Okonkwo was spewing yesterday, at the end, I just concluded that maybe, and again, why I decided to come on, because I believe that somewhere, somehow, our topic today, especially pertaining to this Kenneth Okonkwo, will find its way, make its way to the PM and other people, because these guys need to be taken seriously, because they are dining with the enemy. It reminded me of Nyawodo also some years back. So he made himself a very clear-cut saboteur rather, of the Biafran, when he made the comment that he will stand in the front and get killed before they get to our enemies. Exactly. So Kenneth Okonkwo, his own was even, he took it to the highest level yesterday. So he said so many things, but where do I start from? Let me just start from the fact that
I need to watch the video.
Yeah, it would have been good if you watched it, but anyway, let me just make my point on this. So he made mention of the fact that he described Nigeria as the hope of entire Africa, as the hope of the black race. And he said so many unfounded, so incorrect things that just depict a mischievous, evil human being that is looking out for himself, for his political career. It's as simple as that. There's no better way to put it. But because he has seen himself in the political arena, and they're all scrambling now how to become mainstream politically, probably win position, whatever it is, vice president or governors or senator, whatever, so that they can continue to eat, to enjoy, because that is what Nigeria represents. That is what it's all about. So that if you are getting 14 million a month, you'll be advocating that it's not enough, just like Ojus or Carlo, because meanwhile, the average or salary per capita income is about 70,000 naira that cannot buy a bag of rice. This is what it's all about. When I look at all these guys, the showers of this world, the Dr. Damages, this guy Chidi in Canada, because he also contested governor, they all see Nigeria as that meal ticket. I'm telling you the truth.
Exactly.
That is what it's all about. In their heart of heart, there's not going to change. Nothing's going to change. So I just hope I will not forget. I jotted stuff down. I wrote some of the things because I just want Biafrans to know that these people don't have your interests at heart. Jesus Christ. They absolutely have the Kenneth Okonkwo of this world. Or let me just say, put it general. Anybody advocating for one Nigeria, be it a Biafran, be it whatever, doesn't care about you. Never, never, never. They just care about their interest. They want to become that political figure, occupy political office, and be feeding you with crumb where you cannot develop. This is the gospel truth. Even Showore, there's something also that happened a couple of days ago when Showore was on Dr. Damage's program. That is maybe a topic for another day. He made a confession for the first time. Because as these things happen, the truth is coming out.
Of course.
And they get exposed. Their real selves get.
Sometimes they confess unintentionally. They confess.
Exactly. Chukwu Kabama is bringing out. It's not like I'm trying to deviate, but let me just tell you that for me, I've always known for a very long time that Sowore is not a Yoruba man. Actually, you can make the argument that Sowore is a Biafran, but he was born and brought up in Yoruba land. His parents migrated there, so he speaks. He's right now. A question was asked him by Dr. Damage, a very interesting question. Dr. Damage asked him, should Nigeria break up today, that would you go with Yoruba nation, or what would you do? You know what his answer was? He said that he doesn't know that he will have to do DNA. So no, to know, you know, if you go with Yoruba, but that preferably, he said, but I'm quoting him now, verbatim, but preferably, he will go with Biafra because he have many friends, Biafran friends, right? Now, so you see the thing that, even before that statement, I've always known, many years back, that the people fighting for one Nigeria, there are various motives why people are fighting for Nigeria to stay.
Exactly.
There are those looking out for their own interest. There are those who are benefiting from it. I don't want to let it go. And there are those who are like, they see Nigeria as that one broad umbrella, right? That covers everybody, even though it's messy, even though it's retrogressive, even though it's prosperous and would never be, but that keeps them under that one umbrella. Or so I'm a Nigerian, that is it. So from somebody like him and Dele Momodu, I'm sure you know Dele Momodu also.
Yeah, very well.
Another Biafran, but born and brought up.
Used Mazen Nandegan to promote his political career.
Exactly. There's another guy, born and brought up in Yoruba land.
Yeah.
But deep down, they know that ancestrally, they are not Yorubas. But this one umbrella called Nigeria is keeping everything, you know, in that kind of situation. So because if Nigeria were to break up, like the Oduduwa people say they want to Oduduwa, Biafra want Biafra, they will be in that quagmire or dilemma. Where do they belong? Where are they gonna go with Yoruba when in actuality, you know, ancestrally they are not Yoruba? Or would they go with Biafra? Because they don't want to, or they've not identified as Biafra, whatever. So these are some of the things that lots of people have different reasons why they continue to push this one Nigeria narrative. But with that of Sowore a couple of days ago was very fascinating. The fact that he came out and Dr. Damage asked him that question. Probably Dr. Damage knows something too, like I'm saying, that he's no ancestrally Yoruba. So, but Sowore is not a bad guy. I have to say that. He's courageous, but at the same time, their motives and their intentions is very harmful. Trust me, it is harmful. So, because Nigeria is damaged beyond repairs, nothing can ever damage it. So, if you accept to continue in perpetual retrogression, perpetual backwardness, then that means, so I don't know how to describe you then, because that is what Nigeria represents, and it's never going to change. The mark has been laid already about Nigeria.
Absolutely.
It has been laid. So there's nothing, because there's nothing that is going to change these marauders from their objective.
Nothing.
They've already set their motion, their objective in motion, and it's not going to change. And there's no country that will change or prosper with the kind of system, with the kind of dichotomy that is obtained in Nigeria today. And it's not going to change, because ideology is not something that you can change, you know. It is hard to change ideology. It's either you accommodate ideology or you walk away from it.
Yes.
And that is the situation Nigeria finds itself. Now, for our infamous brother, Kenneth Okonkwo, he said that he gave that description of Nigeria being a savior of the entire black race. So I guess these guys are misinformed, or they have felt the wrong things and they ran with it, because Nigeria is not the hope of Africa, but rather a destruction, detriment to Africa. That is what Nigeria is. Because if Nigeria was not forcefully created by the British, today, Oduduwa will be doing well, Biafra will be doing well, the North will be doing well. I'm telling you, if Nigeria was not created with that with that evil intention, Biafrans today will be exporting electronics and all what have you all over the world. As we are importing their own, they will be importing ours too. So we'll be on that equal. Yeah. That is what we are. That is who we are as Biafra, and they saw it. They knew it. That is why they created this evil entity. They created just to prevent that. So Kenneth Okonkwo said that because, like I said, he said so many things. He said that why would anybody want Nigeria to divide? That if Nigeria divide, then he said that, for example, if Nigeria divide into 6 countries now, right? Then therefore you will have 6 different armies, because every country will have their own armies. That means there's no progress, because we'll be this and that. You're just talking some meaningless. And I was like, and again, what I said this to say that I want this video, hopefully it will reach everybody, because nobody has monopoly of knowledge or wisdom, right? So we learn from each other by having a conversation. Because Kenneth Okonkwo said that if Nigeria divides into 6, there will be 3 different armies for the 3 different countries. And I was like, how stupid can this be? Or just sheer mischievousness or evilness of heart? And I was like, does he know about Yugoslavia? They were all one, but they later split up. Some 3 million, some 7 million. Serbia, I was in Serbia. Serbia is 7 million population. Some 4 million, some 5, stuff like that. So does it mean that they still have their armies, isn't it? Yes. So why is he saying that if Nigeria is split up, then every country will have their own army? It doesn't even make sense.
If all countries have their army, what happens?
I don't know. That's why I said it doesn't even make sense. And he calls himself a lawyer. And it's not an illiterate, it's an intelligent man, but he's just being evil and mischievous. That is simple as that. He plays self-centeredness, just his interest.
He is now living in the real in bondage. You know, he is now in the real life living in bondage. That's where he is now.
Exactly. And you know that because Zoo is Zoo, they are journalists or media, they are all in it. Because if I was interviewing him, if I have the opportunity, I would now ask him, so if Nigeria divided into 6 and each have their army, so then what happened? So how is that a problem? Because I will now cite example to him. Or this Serbia, Kosovo, and Czechoslovakia, and the rest of them, they are small countries. I was there, I visited those areas, small countries, but they live in peace and they are prospering. So, but where Kenneth really blew it, where he crossed the line, in my estimation, was when he said that that he is willing to fight against anything that would threaten the existence of Nigeria. And I was like, really?
He said that?
Yeah, he said that yesterday. That he will fight anything that will threaten the corporate existence of Nigeria. So, and I was like, but this same guy came out some couple of weeks ago, a month ago, to ask for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. So that means that truly they're all coming up to put up a show asking for Nnamdi Kanu. But in actuality, they don't mean it, because you know what? Kenneth Okonkwo knows deep down in his heart that Nnamdi Kanu will never denounce Biafra. And that means the existence of the zoo, if you know what I mean. So that threatens the corporate existence of Nigeria. So in that case, they are all against Nnamdi Kanu. It's as simple as that. Because I tell you what, some years back, I told some of my friends, I said, look, that I don't know, my prayer and hope is that they will release him, but I don't put my faith in that. Why? Because I know I haven't seen or met Nnamdi Kanu one-on-one in person, but I know I could connect. Yes. I told him Nnamdi Kanu will never give in, never ever. He will rather die than to denounce Biafra. And that is if Chukwuka permit. Because life and death is in the hand of God. Yeah. Otherwise, he would have been gone. Even in Kenya, he would have been long gone.
Yes.
So these guys, all these governors, all these Ohanezes, the politicians, they just come and let nobody deceive you. They don't want Nnamdi Kanu out. They will only want him out. They will only want him to be out if he's willing to denounce Biafra. And that is never ever going to happen. But, oh, by the way, the good thing safe also is that our PM, the whole game has been taken to another level. So it doesn't really matter much anymore, right? So, but Kenneth Okonkwo, I think, I don't know. Well, the good part is that he just speaking to the crowd, speaking to the zoo, because the Biafran people have made up their mind, right? Oh. So he doesn't wield little or no influence. Kenneth Okonkwo, he doesn't wield any influence, because when our PM and the Biafran government, when they give order or instruction, or whatever you want to call it, the people listen because they know who is it that is on their side. All these Kenneth Okonkwo, you see, all these people I mentioned previously, these are all people looking for their own interest. They are looking out for their own interest. The Chido in Canada, I used to speak with him back in the days. He contested governorship also, you know, because these are people, they see Nigeria as that meal ticket. If they can become a politician or they have a business or media house like Dr. Damage. So this is why they continue to push this one Nigeria narrative, even though it's obvious that it's not workable. So another, if you don't mind, there's another point that Kenneth Okonkwo made that also was very laughable. He said that why would Nigeria be broken up? That we are a work in progress. That is a marathon, not a race. That the United States is still working to build a perfect union. So these are my counter argument. If I had the opportunity, like I always say, I would take this guy into dust. All of them, I would take them to the gutter, because they have no basis, they have no truth in them, they are not genuine, they are just mischievous, evil people looking out for their own.
Just like you said, that is the narrative they gave them to push, and they are willing to push it.
Exactly.
They are just pushing that narrative.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean that they know the truth. They know the truth.
Yeah, for political position and political relevance, they are pushing the narrative given to them. So the last thing, so he said that America, as diverse as America is, that they are still a work in progress, you know, to build a more perfect union. So in my counter argument, I said to this Dumbo, these mischievous evil guys who have this choosing to sell the narrative of the enemy, the United States you are comparing Nigeria to, it's not the same. Why is it not the same? Because in Nigeria, you people sat down, allowed these marauders to create their own law, their own Sharia constitution inside Nigerian secular constitution. You allowed it. Do you have that in America? The answer is no. In America, whether you are Buddha, whether you are Hindu, whether you are Christian, whether you are Muslim, whatever you are all bound by the one constitution of the United States of America. You can practice whatever you practice, but if you have a problem, you commit a crime, or if you are going to be tried, you must follow the one law system. Unlike in the zoo, where in the north, when you do something or if something happens, you go to Sharia court. But the Constitution of Nigeria, as it was originally constituted, did not allow for, law in a law. Constitution inside constitution, they was not allowed. But somehow they smuggle it in, because whatever they say happens. And whatever Sultana, and from this thing did not start today. From the time of Azikiwe, because he practically laid the blueprint for the destruction of Ndibo. I can't say that enough. Nnamdi Azikiwe laid the blueprint for the. Oh my goodness! He was giving this everything from the independence. They said they were not ready, but Sultanas were ready. They say, okay, Azikiwe and the rest of that, they say, okay, we'll wait for you. And when they finally got independent, they said, you will be the figurehead, the ceremonial president, because this and that we don't, and that they will be the prime minister, that will practically be in charge, in control of everything. So Azikiwe was just a ceremony with no power. They yield, they gave in, they caved in. And the list goes on and on. Even recently, the southern governors, they had this meeting to ban open grazing. And the southerners, El Rufai and the rest of them, they told them that you people are wasting your time, that it won't work. This was like 6 years ago or 5 years ago. 3 years ago, when I traveled, when I went to that place, I saw on the street cow rolling everywhere still.
Even today, the government of Tinubu is renegotiating that open grazing, is bringing it back.
Okay, because Northerners says so. They said no. Whatever they say. So you begin to so seriously, bro. This thing again, you will watch it eventually, but it's an eye opener. And to know that we really have enemies amongst us. So our PM, our government, Republic government in Israel, and everyone must know that seriously we have issue to deal with among ourselves. Because I tell you,
and we cut it out. That very statement he made, I will cut it out and share it so that people will know him very well, because he's marked for death.
Yes,
he has signed his own death warrant.
100%. Look, freedom. No way. If you really want freedom, a law is going to happen, and the law will be said, name will be called. It's not going to matter. What's going to matter is what happened at the end, because we've seen people being called terrorists, called this, called that, but at the end of the day, they become hero. So that is, we are marching on. Let me give another brother a chance to speak, brother. God bless.
Brother Chukuma Solomon, thank you so much for joining, my brother. Today that your network allow you, sorry we kept you, Go on, my beloved brother Solomon. Go on and speak. Let's hear you.
Yes, my dear. Yes, my dear. Good morning from my side here. I hope my voice coming out loud and clear.
Go on.
Am I coming out?
Yeah, go on.
Okay.
We can hear you.
Thank you for another day like this. Even though I'm joining you late, it was where I was rushing to come down in a place that I can get a clear network, unlike before. So I give him all the glory for the life of our leader and our PM and all the Biafra government members and our warriors on ground and all those that are contributing money, both them and the social men and the men of Geopolitical that are working seriously to make sure that we'll get out of this place come December 2024. So, my brothers and sisters, you can say I was along the road, but I just hide myself somewhere. But nevertheless, I'll move on. You see, what you people are saying is important. And for those that are genuine, we pick a point and have the sense of listening in this program. Everybody is talking. Everybody is talking. What are they saying? Unlike what our leader says, that if you want to make your name available, just mention Mazen down the kind of IPOB. Then the government will find you. And the Profus Sebibo of Anambra State is one of the examples. We know when he was agitating for Biafra, talking about if look into their means, they will turn to beast and monster, blah, blah, blah. And they put him in the position now. He now turned back to fight against what he had agitated for before. So we all know that, unlike what my brother is saying, Kenneth Okonkwo, yes, he talked two sides of his mouth. And it's only a snake that has two tongues. It is only a snake has two tongues. And once somebody is having two tongues, that person is a snake, not a human being. And if you can remember the history of the young man from acting to politics, it was before the APC telling us Buhari is doing well, APC is doing all this and that.
Exactly.
Until they disappointed her.
You see that guy, Kenneth Okonkwo can be best described as FFK of Biafra land.
Yeah.
Exactly, my brother.
That is a good one.
That is current name. FFK for the Biafra land is true. Now see, let me go ahead.
FFK of Biafra land.
He now jumped to, of course. He now jumped to APM Labour Party. Start campaigning for people to be talking all manner of nonsense until Labour Party pour him for grand. He now trying to distance himself from party to become a philosopher, intellectual. Now, look at the nonsense that's coming out from his mouth. He was talking of releasing of Mazen Dandakan and forgetting to understand and what reason or what makes Mazen Dandakan to be there. And that make Mazen Nan come to there is what he said that we will fight against anybody that is trying to do that.
Exactly.
And you are expecting for him to be like this. That you see that this man has two tongues. He says, he has two tongues. Now, I'm coming. Now, he was going to fight. Now, ask this man, where did he come from? He's from Eastern Legion. From Eastern Legion. Now, ask him, did he read the history of Nigeria? Because I believe he's a professor. Maybe he went to school and come back. You know, I used to tell my people, education without history is useless. I'm challenging them anywhere I am today, telling them I want to see a professor that is a well professor in Nigeria. Let us debate on Nigeria issue before we enter the region. Nobody have not seen. I didn't have opportunity in the history, but with the little knowledge I have by the grace of Geopolitical, I can dismiss them. Because somebody went to school without your history. You don't know how we come together as a Nigeria. And they say things is going bad and they come out publicly. Your people are being destroyed, their business and their life are being useless every day. Then you are here telling me that thing that is fighting, destroying your people, you are going to be against anybody that is going to fight against that thing. This man is mad. It's mad. It's pure madness, the warrior. Pure madness. Now, instead of you to think, look at my village I'm coming from. No light, no hospital, no good load. The youth over there are rolling around, no work, nothing. Rather, they continue to provide police, this terrorist station called police. It go to villages. That is the only project federal government has for Eastern Region, Biafra people. I used to tell people, this thing I'm telling you, come to our region, you will see the only government presence you will see in our region is Department of Terrorists. You will see their houses, both military and the police. So that any small mistake, they go and arrest the youth, harvest their kidney and the organ, kill those who they will kill, and do anything they want to do. So this young man forget to ask himself, where I'm coming from? The school that I attended, the primary school, let him go and visit that primary school, whether that school still there as he did to that time, whether he still there as he did that time till now. He did not. He said that we don't have anything to do with them. Although if you ask them, they will tell you, say they come from Eastern Legion, Biafra land. That is pure truth. We can't deny that. But in terms of the origin of Biafra people, they are not among, because I still saying this thing. I wouldn't have said it. There are those that Fulani gave birth during the war and after the war and before the war. Unlike what is going on, some of our men on ground are posting it. I'm seeing it. Some of our guests will be sneaking in. Go they meet all these Fulani people because they give them meat and all the manner of nonsense. They have sex with them. And those kind of people who get pregnant and bomb bastard for us. Then tomorrow night they come for government and begin talking nonsense. This is the kind of people we are seeing. Kind of to conquest is number one. Among all of them is followed. So what I'm telling you today now is this, that he agitated for Mazen Nankanu to be released. He didn't ask yourself what makes Mazen Nankanu to be there. Number one, it's your own freedom. Because of you. I just fight and fight and fight. So they cry in the Senate house there. All of us watch them. Like these people they are not fair with Igbo people, this and that. But he's the one that telling Buhari to go and bring military, to go and bomb Bola Banta. They say all this is the fact that is there. And I'm happy that all of them are coming out, bringing themselves, and that is spirit of Chukwuka Abiyama. I see they pray concerning that. That anybody, any individual or group that is going to try to twins or encounter what we are going to do, once Biafra has come, because Biafra is a kingdom of Chukwuka Abiyama, according to Yeshua. He said, let your kingdom come and will be done on this earth as is in the heaven. So now, this kingdom is going to come with a pure, just like our leader said, that Biafra is pure as snow, not spot. So Chukwuka Abiyama is bringing out these people so that for us to know in time, because this thing is coming definitely, it's coming with the force. That when this thing comes, we are going to put a strict policy, measure that we are going to checkmate all these idiots. Because I don't want to explain this kind of a thing in Nigeria, and I can't see it in my house again. Guy, thunder go fire anybody that we're going to bring it. I don't care who he is, whether or my mother or my father or my brother or my son. I don't care. Because what we are fighting is not only for me. is for generation to come. They will be proud of us. So this man have taken his stand, and each every one of us knows him. That his own politics, his own lifestyle is where able child aga okunyo emove able child aga dia gwelu okunyo emove. So that's what we have here. But I'm happy that people care them have this genuine and formidable force. Like each every one of us that are talking today, without minding what we are passing through. And they will continue to agitate to fight for this thing because it's very close to us. It's very close to us. It's a very simple matter. And it will be a shame and woe to them that they fight against this thing. They realize most of those people, our brothers that have money, they told them that they should not support our leader then. They hide their money. It will be a great and danger to them because when these things finally actualize finish and none of them was found in the book of record that follow fight for this thing, it will be a great damage to them. And I will advise them to continue fighting against it because what Kokabema has destiny, nobody can stop it.
Yes, sir.
What Kokabema has signed, nobody can stop it. No matter how many they are, nobody can stop it. And they have said it. Little money we are gathering, and look at where we are today. Who are the people that who are those that I will say that is not going to work? Even though the whole world turn against us, it's not going to happen. Look at Israel. Look at Israel today. How many people that are they fighting against? But did they stop them? They are still alive, fighting to defend themselves. And that we are going to do more than that because we are able. We have shown the example before, and we'll continue to live up to that because this is our destiny. This is who we are. So I don't care for those that are come to national television and begin talk and they are happy because that young man is looking for portfolio for terrorists. And if they say, okay, now I have talked, okay, don't worry, we are going to give you Minister of Communication, continue to communicate, or we are going to give you Minister of Insult, continue to insult your people, or we are going to give you Minister of Abuse, continue to abuse your people, you are there, continue. The man will accept the post. Is it not Peter Obi that finish our people, throw their dead body in the Zoo River? Yeah. Tell us that Biafra is dead 50 years ago. Can't you see what he's doing?
Brother, I won't cut you off. Yeah, I'm not cutting you off, sorry. And part of that is part of one of the reasons why Peter Obi have decided that he will not mind to drink Fulani just to continue in one Nigeria. Because it be like person when don't shit for church, Onion should not knock out Peter Obi. He knows because the Biafran youth who were protesting peacefully, just carrying placard in Anambra State when he was governor, he was responsible for their buying. He buy many of them, and he knows that we keep record. These things are there, So that is why he's always he's ready to do whatever it takes, including kissing the ass of these people just to contribute. But he failed already because sorry.
So that's like as I was saying, my brother. You see that upon all their efforts, upon all their campaign, upon all the evil they have talking about us and against us, the thing did not deter us. Neither did he stop us. Rather, the thing fuel what we are doing and will continue moving forward. So this kind of people that the whole world will be looking at, although I know say most of them are corrupt, all these world leaders. Many of them know the truth, but because of interest, they just keep quiet. People's life have been destroyed and property. Since people are suffering, could it be that world go come out this interest of a thing? We will live in peace and harmony, and that is the heart of Chukwuka Abiyama Premier. And the Biafra is going to set example. We are going to set example on this planet that any part of this world or individual that want freedom. Guy, we will help you to get the freedom without minding any interest. We are not going to put any interest. We want freedom for everybody, just like our leader said it. Our leader wants freedom for everybody. And that is mind of Chukwuka Abiyama. This interest of a thing is the reason why you will see many crises all over the world.
Yeah.
You see, all this planet is crisis everywhere. This interest. People's life will be destroyed. Property will be going down. But We are looking for interest. Like say those people that are destroyed, their life being taken away, are not human being like you. If the whole
You know,
world will live, will listen. If they
you
can
know,
listen, okay, go on, go
yeah.
on.
So Miles, make I give you this gist now. Just like what you just said,
Okay.
that is why there is so much trouble in the world, because the world leaders, they don't speak the truth. Now, you see, I continue to pray that I will have the opportunity to speak, on a bigger forum where people will hear, even whether it makes any difference or not, it's not the issue, but at least speak your mind. Yesterday, I was with a guy in one office where I went to, and we were talking about Israel-Palestinian issue. I told him that I'm a Biafran myself, that for more than about 6 decades now, we've been fighting for our freedom because we were caged, we are captured, we are like captive in Nigeria. Without our concept, we were forced into it. So I told him that in 2005, the Israelis, they gave Palestinians the opportunity to live in peace with them. And this is a gospel truth, because in 2005, I saw this thing happen. Just to see, at least show good faith that you really believe in, good neighborliness and to live in peace, in harmony with your neighbors. But they blew it. They continue to send missiles. They went and first elected a terrorist group that did not believe that Israel should exist in the first place. Now, I told the guy yesterday, I said, look, that we as Biafran till this day, from even when the war till this day, that we never, because we could begin to say, okay, the zoo will be throwing missiles to Abuja, to this, to that, but we didn't do that. But we are peacefully asking for our freedom, because marriage is not by force. You can't force people to be in the same country with you with gun on their head. So I told him, I said, but look, even at then, we are still advocating the way we are advocating, and they came to our place to kill us. What do you expect? We have to defend ourselves, because self-defense, there is no law that is above self-defense. You have to. So I draw I was able to draw the difference between the two issues, right? That this is how you fight for your freedom. First, you start peacefully, but if the enemy are coming to kill you, then you have to defend yourself. So he said that Israel occupied their land, that Israel did not give them freedom. I said, why would somebody give you a freedom for you to come and massacre them, to come and wipe them out? You've said it. President with responsibilities, with strength and powers, Iranian president, he said it, that they will be wiped out of the face of this earth. Or you will fold your hand, allow them to wipe you out, or you give them the freedom that will allow them to come and wipe you out. So, but for us, all we say is, go on your own, stay in your own country, practice your Islamic Sharia, whatever, and we practice ours, and we live in peace. We trade together. That is all we ask for, but that for them it's not enough. They come to our land. See, today they still come. So we have to fight back. So he was surprised. He said, but for how long has it? I said, in fact, from the creation, 1914, that we were forced into it, and there was a civil war that they also thrust upon us, because, thank goodness, this whole thing is unfolding now. Even Kenneth Okonkwo said it first when he started, because with Kenneth Okonkwo, he started with the congratulatory message that P2P sent to Gowon. So, but as deceitful as the zoo is, they don't want to talk, they don't want to speak the truth, that the Abure meeting in Ghana was the watershed moment. Because what they are fighting for, or what they are advocating now, even though it's all lies, is regionalism. And that was what was agreed in Abure. Kenneth Okonkwo said it at the beginning of his conversation, that they agreed. Gowon agreed, Ojukwu agreed. But Gowon came back, for whatever reason, He turned around, he negates on agreement. And Ojukwu said, okay, I won't fold my hand. You continue to massacre, because it was a pogrom in the north. That therefore we stone our own. And they say, no, you cannot stone your own. And they came with the war. We have to fight back. So that is the situation, my brother. That is the situation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. Thank you so much. And as we are going on, I can see my brother Benjamin. You're welcome. Thank you for joining us. Go ahead and talk to Biafran people. My brother Benjamin, let's hear you. I think your network is holding you back. My brother Benjamin, go on and speak. We are listening.
Good morning.
Good morning, my brother. We can hear you. Go ahead.
My priest, I greet you. I greet all of my brother there. I greet Biafra all over the world. Yeah. My brother, please. In this Nigeria, if you never talk anything about this our country, called our new nation, called Biafra, you will never eat. Like Senator Congo, you must talk, because there's hunger in Nigeria. So if you didn't talk, how are you expecting to get money with that in Australia, when the claim is a lawyer, which is not anything about law. So don't blame him. There is a heavy hunger in Nigeria. So no place again to go and do court for the pay. No any client now. So you must talk about that. That's why you get money. Like today, I went to go and buy bag of. Hello?
Go on.
Bag of rice now is almost 3,000 naira, 5,000 naira. I didn't buy rice. To come my money where I used to go market, I have to come back. So don't blame all those people. They are fine when another to see money to eat. Because if they didn't talk anything about that or anything about Mazina and the Kano, they won't eat. So leave them. Those who know what they are doing, like our Prime Minister, let him continue for what he's doing. 2nd of December is 2nd of December, no more going back. Biafra is finished. Nigeria is finished already. I'm telling you, believe me, no anything is moving in the zoo. There is a heavy hunger in the land. I'm telling you the truth. So, brother, my brother, let me say my message.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. Thank you so much. You see, it's very amazing when I see people speak from whole land, and you begin to see the reality of the situation in that zoo. The hunger is so much, and the funniest thing is that when you come to their conventional media, they do not focus their attention on how to alleviate poverty of the people. And this is not just about the Biafran people. Every indigenous person in that zoo are in a mess. I can bet you that it is even the Biafran people that are on the bigger stage. When it comes to hunger and starvation, Biafran people can survive any condition. It is even worse. I saw a video on Facebook where a white man was sharing bread in the whole of Lagos, in the street of Lagos. A white man was sharing bread, and people lined up. They were collecting bread, loaves of bread. And the people who call themselves politicians, these idiots, these intellectuals, these Ifajinas and Afonjas, they don't see such a thing as a crime. They don't see that such a thing as an abomination. They don't see it as a problem. The poverty has gripped every one of them to the extent that a white man will come to a state like Lagos, the richest state in that country, and be sharing bread, and you will see a line that you cannot even see the end, just to collect bread. And that doesn't bother them. The only thing that bothers them is that the Biafran people have decided by themselves that they will free themselves from this hunger and starvation. And they took one day, which is Monday. That is what they are worried about. And go to this Biafran land where they are practicing this same Monday sit at home in Biafran land. You will not see this kind of hunger you are seeing in the north and in the southwest. You can't see it there. I'm not telling you that we are living excellently. We have our own problem. But the rate of hunger and starvation you see in the north and in the southwest, where they are not holding sit at home, you can't compare it. They can't compare two of them. It is so painful that these idiots that call themselves politicians, they are not concerned. They're not concerned about the poverty. They're not concerned about the starvation. They're not concerned. Look at the report coming from Biafra land, from that Zoological Republic. The starvation, the hunger, that people cannot afford even 1 square meal. There are people who cannot afford even one square meal. They can't afford. They are not worried about it, but they are focused, fighting against people who have provided a solution, a lasting solution for everybody to go their separate ways, grow at their own speed and their own space. It is really, really sad, but we must continue to talk. I am so happy that my people, at every given point in time, we have shown our readiness to go home. Every Monday, we come out to show our readiness to go home. That is why I tell people, when you see some of them talking about sit at home, it is not about these people talking about against sit at home are people who are talking about their own personal interest. We have outgrown personal interest. We are on collective interest of the Biafran people. In that collective interest, we have all agreed that we are going to get out of the zoo. More than 50 million votes is not a joke. And every Monday, we speak to the whole world to tell them, look at our direction that we're going. I am so happy about that. And no matter what they do, we shall overcome them. You're welcome, my beloved brother Maxwell. I can see you there. Thank you for joining us, Max. Go ahead, Max, and say hello to Biafra. We hear you, my brother.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mazi Chicks. Good morning to all my Inamoches. I don't know if there is Inamoche that is here in the studio. Good morning to you. Okay, good morning to every one of you. And may Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to bless you for the great work that you are doing. It is not an easy thing, you know. May God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Someone's mic is on.
Okay, let me mute. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. You see, I would like to say, may God Almighty bless the day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was born and the breath that he suckled to become an adult, and the man responsible God used as a vessel to bring him onto this earth. Whether they are alive or dead, please, wherever they are, may God console them for giving us Nnamdi Kanu. May God also bless the Finnish people for the adequate and the support that they are giving our Prime Minister. It is not by coincidence, my people. Something is about to happen, and that thing is going to happen by the grace of God, and is going to be to the benefit of the Biafran people and the lovers of freedom and self-preservation. May God bless his honorable members, the kitchen cabinet, every one of them that is fighting on daily basis. All of you, the media warriors, whether you have an appointment or not, that is not the matter we should talk about. All we are talking about now is anything that we are going to do to make sure that Biafra is restored.
Absolutely.
That is our power. That act must be sacrosanct to every Biafran that really love peace, that really love freedom, that really love self-preservation, that doesn't want aliens that you share nothing in common with to enter into our land to decimate and change the demography. This is what we don't want. It has happened in other places, and we must make sure that we shouldn't allow that to happen in Biafra land, where my mother came from. You see, this is the reason why I will never be happy, God forbid, that I am alive to witness in Biafra land what is happening in the northern part of Nigeria, in Lebanon, by accepting Islamic refugees into their own country. What happened in Turkey, former Antioch, and what was about to happen in Spain, if not that they stood. I will advise every one of us to stand just like the Spaniard, as it was called in those days, now the Spanish people did. Despite that their king died during that war, that jihadist war against them, they still stood. They stood and fought for the liberation of, if not, Spain could have been an Islamic state just like Turkey today.
Yeah.
These are some of the things we should understand. Remember that these people, if you read the history and how these people came, they came on chariots. They came with sword and horses. They crossed the Mediterranean. I don't know, the way I'm looking at the size of the Mediterranean Sea today, if that was the same size as at that time, as climate change kicks in, lands are expanding, water is eating up so many lands. I believe in those days it was not hard to cross the Mediterranean to what is called European nations today. I believe so. And if you are a historian, or you can also correct me if I am wrong, please, because I don't know it all. You see, so I have listened to people say, oh, we sit at home. It's giving our people problem. We are even compounding their issues, the rate of poverty, sicknesses, and so on and so forth. I said, no. Take, for instance, I told you people here that when they were campaigning that our people were barring them from going to school on Mondays, in NECO result, have you people checked the result in southeastern part of Biafra and the entire Biafra land?
Absolutely. Excellent result, even in the whole situation.
Thank you. This idiot, Solu Diot in Anambra. Solu Diot in Anambra. If he's old, he's not older than me by that much. Solu Diot. I believe, for those of you, I don't have my own age. I am 49. January 1st next year will be my 58th birthday. At least I have stayed a little on this earth as well to know what is right and what is wrong and what my people are going through from my mother's ancestral land in Biafra land under the occupation of Nigerian terrorist government. He came out and announced he did not take cognizance of what his counterpart did in Enugu. He did not remember that the police commissioner of Yoruba extraction in Enugu told them openly that they have no right to force anybody that is exercising his constitutional right to sit at home outside. They can't go. These people are still bent in, selling the narrative around the world that Biafran Republic government is illegal. You went into a shop. They are renting the shop. You are determining for me how I should open and how I should not open. If I decide not to open, glory be to God that the people, the traders, came out and disgraced him. Disgraced him big time. Let them circulate the video. The same way he went out there to go and tell them, if you don't open, we will lock your shop. Very foolish and irresponsible threat that you are giving to your own people. You do not look at what your people are going through in the hands of the enemies and invaders, secret invaders that are trying to come in. If we don't do anything, they will overwhelm us. They will overwhelm us if we don't start. These are the same people you are, fronting. And the response he got from the traders is that he should go and buy containers filled with padlocks because they are ready to allow their shops to be locked by Solu Diot. By Solu Diot. And the message was there for them to see. I was looking at the pictures of yesterday from my own mother's hometown, but it was total lockdown. It was total lockdown. There is a platform. I don't want to open the platform where I am. They include me in the platform. It's from my mother's ancestral land. And when you look at what is going on there, you will know quite all right that our people are very, very serious. Down to the
More than
hinterland.
serious. We prove it every day. More than serious.
Not just in Aba, in the hinterland where you think that radio or information cannot get to. You know, say me, I'm from the village. I was brought up in the village and in Aba. My village is about, let me just say, close to about 35 or 50 kilometers from the main town, Aba town. Okay? But this platform is my mother's hometown platform that I'm in. Go there and see what is going on and the contributions these people are making over there, speaking about what we believe in. My brothers and sisters, anybody that tells you that this issue, this news, this, the actions of Biafran Republic government in exile, your actions, the actions of Prime Minister and the Biafran Defense Force is not going, if that will get to my own, if that will get to my own, the interior, then that will tell you how far we have gone, in this, agitation for the restoration of Biafra or re-declaration of Biafra. My people, look, do not listen to people like Okonkwo. Kenneth Okonkwo I was thinking maybe he would be in the front line leading for the restoration of their mandate that was stolen from them. With all the grammar, the eloquence, the oratory characteristic that he possessed. I was listening when they were interviewing, they were hailing him and his head. You speak all the grammar, but you are on the ground.
Yeah.
You speak all the grammar, you are politically irrelevant. You think that when you support your enemy or sell your own brother to your enemy, the buyer of your own brother will respect you. Like I told you people, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is highly respected in the lips of the Northerners or his enemies more than these people. Because if you can, for those of us that lived with these people, who will tell you how they are and what they feel. They will tell you, oh, we know this enemy already, we can manage this one. But this particular one that is selling his own people to us, what will he do to us when he get in there? What will he do to us for having the courage to sell his own brothers or sisters? What would this man do to us? When he finally gets the power, he will deal with us because he's going to revenge. But that particular one, like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or Simon Ekpa, they know about, they can easily work with him. They will respect him because he is facing them and matching them toe to toe without fears. Fears make people, selfish aggrandizement makes people to betray their own people. And that is what the likes of Kenneth Okonkwo, are doing. But that will not deter us, my people, because they are in the minority. You are in the majority.
Exactly.
We are already on the ground. We are already on the ground, so we fear no fall. And we must make sure that that thing that is holding us, if they don't allow us to live, we will kill them and God will miraculously release us and they will fall over us. See, these are some. Haven't you heard someone dying on top of a person that is holding on the ground? Haven't you heard about it? Nigeria is holding us on the ground. And what's happening today? A white man is giving them bread and they are clapping willingly. They are not ashamed. They are not ashamed. Do you know that what is happening to that country is spiritual? Anybody that tells you that what is happening to that country is spiritual, that it's not spiritual, that person is a liar. He doesn't know what the spirit word speak about against some of these atrocities that they have meted on the people of Biafra. I told you here, Mazi Chuks, in Sister Linda TV show, I said, if Nigeria refuses to leave Biafrans, Nigeria will collapse. Nigeria will go down. I said this so many years ago when Sister Linda TV show was still on. And I will continue to tell them I am the Okene of Biafra. I know I am not as righteous as any one of you, but I am going to speak as God asked me to speak. I will speak like the one. I will speak like a concerned one or Okene of the Biafran people. I will not look at anybody's face to speak the way I speak. My people, we are not going back. Just like my brother said, is it Benjamin? December 2nd is going to be a groundbreaking event in the lives and the mind and the history of the Biafran people and the world. Those that say that they are not going to accept us will know the reason why and see reason why they should, recognize Biafra. We would show them that, see, we have done it before with improvised. Look at what this man, I do not know how many minutes I have to speak here, but I have a lot that I'm going to speak. Let me just speak based on Gowon. God knows the reason why he kept Gowon alive. I said it before. This in that TV show, you and I, God has a reason for keeping T.Y. Danjuma alive, Gowon alive. And they have sinned. They have cried. The enemy they supported, the python they fed, they groomed, is now swallowing their own people left, right, and center. If he is going to be bold enough and truthful, he will come out and declare that he was wrong for what he did against the Biafran people, innocent men and women, children. But because of pride, he will not. And God will keep him alive to see that which he vehemently, refused to accept, which is Biafra. The day it will come and it will declare. Then after that, he can go and rot in hell. See, for someone like this guy to, show you that kind of, praise and so on and so forth. In other words, he now validating the same criminal construct. That is to tell you that these people are politicians, yes. They fight for their own stomach. But you and I, and those that support us, know the relevance of freedom. And that is why we do what we do. I will leave it here. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Brother Max.
Brother, thank you so much. You see, when it comes to Nigeria, Nigeria is a sad story. Very, very sad story. Just like what our brother Max mentioned now, when it comes to issue of Gowon, we have said a prayer and asked people to keep him until December, so that the promise our eternal leader, Dim Odubugu, made to him will be fulfilled in his own presence. For you to know the evil of the zoo, as Gowon is celebrating his so-called birthday, there is a vital question that any sensible journalist is supposed to be asking him today. But none of them asked that question.
Yeah.
Now that he's alive, the only vital question that needs to be asked Gowon while he's alive, none of them asked that question. Number one of that question is to ask Gowon. Gowon, you took the life of Biafran people, almost 5 million Biafrans, because you want to keep Nigeria one. Gowon, when you look back to your action then and now, will you be proud of yourself? Secondly, the Nigeria you took the life of Biafran for, to maintain, in order to keep one Nigeria, Gowon, today is Nigeria one? After how many years? Is it not 60 something or 70?
Mazuchuk, please. I don't want to be disrespectful. Please forgive me because I need to ask you this other question. Ghana is my own country, and our capital, and to the distance from the capital, Accra, and where the Eburi, and that same place is where the late wife of Mali, Robert Nesta Mali, is residing for many years now. She has a house over there, very nice place. Eburi is not up to 120 kilometers from Accra. They went there. No one has ever asked. I don't know whether they have asked Gowon.
You mean the wife of Omali?
Yes, he has been there for decades now, even more than that. Since the time the husband died.
Which of the wife, Rita Mali?
Rita Mali, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Rita Mali. She has a house in Eburi. You see, you went to Eburi, eastern region of Ghana. You signed an agreement with Ojukwu of Biafra. You promised General Champon that you will live by the tenets of that agreement.
Exactly.
And that agreement is going to restore the status quo and make peace, to reign. Why did you go to Nigeria, and on getting to Nigeria, you reneged on the agreement and the promises that both of you agreed on, presided, while General Champon was, presided? I don't know whether they have asked him that question. I do not know, because if they agreed on that agreement and implemented to the letter, this my uncles and aunties, cousins, mothers, stepmothers, and fathers, all of them that you saw that's supposed to be, let's say, 60, 50 something years today, 60 years today after the war, will not be lying down as I saw them as citizens. Dama published them on Twitter. What Gowon did to the Biafran people. I told you, I said, there are two things that you can use to win a war. They call them strategies of war. Food, armament, and the strength of the army. These are the three things. Food is one of the primary war strategy that they can use. If you fail, you will go, because it is only a man that have ate that will have strength to carry weapons, carry guns, to go to the war front, that will march. If you have a hungry soldier or hungry children, they will never march. That is exactly what you saw. Gowon did to our people. Thank you.
That is the advice of Awolowo to Gowon during the war. He told Gowon that they should cut off the food supply, that a hungry man cannot fight a war.
That is it. You see, when we talk about the issue of Biafra, some people of the world that are watching us, some people don't understand how the evil that the world was watching happen before their own very eyes. It is so painful, because even the using of starvation in a war have been criminalized by international community. You don't use starvation in a war.
Exactly.
It has been criminalized. You don't use that, but they use it against Biafra. And that thing was used in the presence of those who call themselves the world powers.
Yeah.
The UK was involved in it. France was involved in it. Russia was involved in it. United States was involved in it until they found out what was happening and they withdrew.
Yeah.
But it is
Can I come in again?
After so many years,
am I permitted to come in again?
Nobody has been responsible.
Am I permitted to come in again? Mazi Chicks.
Go on, my brother.
Thank you. Did you hear the response of the ambassador, High Commissioner, British High Commissioner to Nigeria on the submission of letter of separation by the Oduduwa Nation agitators? Yeah. Have you people read it? Yeah. Have you heard what the Prime Minister said? They don't have interest or anything of whatever that happens in Nigeria, that Nigeria is an independent country. It's a sovereign state. These are the things. Have you now seen the reason why Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will always be correct? Anybody that defies the instructions of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that person will not last long. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, we tried all this, we've written letters, we've listened this, we've submitted, even where we don't supposed to submit, we've submitted papers, letters. What happened? And you are still following the same thing. And later the other day accused Biafran Republic government under the leadership of Mazi Simon Ekpa, Prime Minister, that our methodology is violent. Well, only God and only time will tell what will happen. Because the people that you are telling to, you are speaking to help you, are the insider players. These are the insider players because they don't want to allow the benefits that they are getting today and that name, colonial master, to go in vain. Because I don't believe that Oduduwa will pay homage or, how do they call itself, dues to Commonwealth countries. I don't believe that Biafra will pay as much as what Nigeria is using the resources from Biafra land today to pay in the Commonwealth countries. That is how they are milking their former colonies and controlling the resources. So they don't want them to collapse. That is the interest. Anything that happens that is to the detriment of the United Kingdom, they will stand against. And one of them is the division of Nigeria. Whatever you see Nigerian government is doing today is under the secret advice of the United Kingdom. Mark it, go and check it. That is what is going on.
Of course,
if you remember in those days, they were the people that told them, oh, don't go. If you go now, you will be less advantaged. Don't go, don't go, don't go, don't go, don't go. Come with them, remain with them. And that mindset, just like the English speaker Okonkwo said, they put that into their mind. The same thing is happening in Benin today. The expansionists came in there and unsettled the indigenous people of Gizo Igodomigodo. Today, they are claiming to own it. They are claiming to own it, even to own yourself, the Igbo-speaking Biafra. That is what happens when you allow falsehood to live for many, many years. People will be, accepting it as
true. Any idiot that speaks, you will respond to them.
Thank you. Thank you.
Go ahead, Chukuma. Go ahead and speak, my brother Chukuma. Go ahead. Go ahead, my brother Chukuma.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Morning. Thank you, madam.
Somebody is talking about.
Go ahead.
My brother just said something concerning that High Commission that says something about the Yoruba people that they don't have hand in what is going on in Nigeria. Now, I will not ask you, could it be that I was there? I will ask the man then, who is in charge of Nigeria secretly? Because if they claim that they don't have a hand, the hand is not in Nigeria, then Nigeria could have been integrated since now. But it was the same them, the European Union and British are the one that is mining Nigeria under putting this caliphate as the monetary mirror. Then they inside the caliphate to operate in the zoo. Today, Shell is receiving crude oil free of charge. And they want that thing to stop easily. You see, one thing I want people to know. Yes, although the one people are agitating to go, it is because of our steadfastness and commitment and the willingness to and continuity that makes them to come up. Otherwise, could it be that it will be like those one that set out? By now, you can't hear anything like Oduduwa. And it's very, very unfortunate to them. Because they are the ones and caliphate that fought against us. And they can't get the freedom easily. But God, this is you are seeing them to do. Because Chukwu Okeabiam is not a man. He said, whatsoever you sow, you shall reap. And you see these people, they are crying, shouting. Some of you, join the enemy to deal with them. Some of you suggested what they are going to deal with them. And the idea works. Just like what our brother said, full surprise. The thing works for them. Then now, you now realize that you want to be free. Abi, you will set your own goal. And I'm happy as the man give them that information, say their hand is not there. But all of us know that without EU, without British, without them, they're something like Nigeria. This one, they tell you Nigeria is sovereignty, it's an independent state. That is flag independent. Nigeria is having flag independent. Otherwise, why should anytime they want to do election, they will start running to that street in London to go and do what? You will see EU. What to be their name? They start to come and monitor election here. Have you seen any African or organization of African Union went to like as US want to do election? We go and monitor the election. Have you heard such nonsense? And mind you, I want to remind our people something. You see this nonsense they call Commonwealth. Now me and you, they call us common because we'll be their wet. And when Biafra come, that nonsense will stop because I can't be a common to any idiot. I can't be a common to any human being like me in name of anything. I want that nonsense to stop because Biafra come, we will fight to make sure that Africa repair themselves. You see that ideology of Gaddafi of Libya to unite Africa, and our PM said something yesterday concerning that when they ask him questions. Those that are winning, we will set an example so that those idiots that they will continue following the prayer master will regret their way or retrace their way back. We want a better place for everybody will have a peace mind if, according to the mind of Chugo Kiabiama. You have your blessing in your land again. To go and clear your mind to survive. You have what it takes to have. If you have a peaceful life here. So, brother, that Commonwealth, honestly, I hate it. I hate it. It's abuse and insult. It's abuse and insult to we Africans. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you so much for that amazing contribution. My brother Benjamin Chikori, you are still there? Do you have anything to say, my brother Benjamin? If you are still there, Benjamin, make your contribution. I think my brother Benjamin is busy, he's in business. That is how important the Biafra issue is for Biafran people. Even when they are in business ground, when they are doing their business, they are still engaging and listening and paying attention. That is how important it is. When you hear about Biafra, you see the readiness of the Biafran people to go home cannot be doubted. Every Biafran is ready. And to an extent, even these evil politicians, when you interview them privately, so many of them know that they have no place in that zoo. They know very well. But it's just that they have human nature, whereby those who call themselves the house nigger, they feel okay just because they are house nigger. You are a slave, but because you are living in the palace of the king, and when the king eats, after eating, you eat from the crumbs that fall from the food of it, you feel you are better than your brother who is outside as a slave. A slave is a slave. It doesn't matter whether you are working in the office or you're working outside or you are working in the farm, you are a slave. So when we are talking about ending slavery, it's ending it totally from all angles. But you find out human beings, there are some people who are just satisfied. They just like our people in our Yoruba, some of our people, some of our Yoruba brothers, you find out that they know that Nigeria is not working. But all they want is to see themselves better than the Biafrans. They use Biafrans to measure the yardstick of their success, which is wrong. When we are talking about freedom, it is freedom for every indigenous person in Nigeria. It doesn't matter your tribe. It doesn't matter your religion. It doesn't matter your location. As long as you're indigenous, all we are asking is that every region should grow in their own space, at their own speed. Let there be a healthy competition. How is that too much to ask? You have tried a particular thing for many, many years. Even before they begin to do the experiment of Nigeria, the people you call your founding father open their mouth and say that Nigeria is not one. They know it. Why don't you follow the ideology of these people you call your founding father? You call it your founding father. Awolowo was said that Nigeria is just a geographical expression. It is not a nation or a country, and will never be. Tafawa Balewa told Nnamdi Azikiwe to his face that we are not the same and we will never be. The only idiotic man who thinks he can do it all because of his personal agenda is Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, talking about one Nigeria, one Nigeria, one Nigeria. Even when he knows there is nothing one about Nigeria. They made you a president. That is what all you wanted. You just want to be a president. And after they made you a president, you become a powerless president that has no option. A president that cannot even control the army of the country. You don't have a say. This same man, out of his own envy, was part of the declaration when Biafra was declared initially. He was part of it until he began to run away and fight against the same Biafra, simply because he wants to be on the top. The same problem is what we are facing today. You see some idiots. You have nothing to offer. If they leave this Biafra struggle for you, you can't do anything. You don't have any impact. And yet, you are fighting against the man who has all it takes to bring Biafra. And I ask people, you that is talking against our Prime Minister, fighting Simon, can you please, first of all, present your credentials to us? Let us see whom you are. Who are you? At least every one of us today knows who Mazi Simon is. His credentials are in the open. Go to Wikipedia and you type Mazi Simon Ekpa. You are going to get information about him. We know his work. We know his qualification. We know his address. We know his phone number. We know his picture. We can speak to him. But you that is talking down on Mazi Simon Ekpa, talking from right, left, and center, can you please give us your credential? Let us know where you are. Let us know who you are. In your own county, wherever you are, whether you are in Nigeria or outside Nigeria, in your own local county where you are, who knows you as a Biafran? What have you achieved? What have you done? Even in that same one Nigeria where you are talking about, what have you done? What have you achieved? Somebody like this idiot calling himself Kenneth Okonkwo. You see the way he's running from pillar to pole. The same idiot that came and said, he didn't know that Polo didn't tell him. Polo didn't explain to him very well. That was what he said in the movie. Polo did not explain to you very well. That was why you get yourself involved in ritual. Today, Polo is explaining to you very, very well. Polo have said it in ABC, and yet you don't understand. You know, sometimes when they act that movie, you think it's just movie. Today, you are seeing that man living a broad day life bondage. Which excuse are you still going to tell me that Polo didn't tell you? Polo have been shouting for a very long time. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started from ground to preach ABC of what we need. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started from giving the governors the option. You see, some of them, they come to their conventional media. When they come there, they will say, he's not doing it very well. Why don't we use our political elite to speak? Why don't we talk politically? But every of this process has been followed. Right from the time of our eternal leader, Dim Olumojuku, in one of his speech, Dim Olumojuku said, I gave them every option. If you have any political means to solve the situation of Nigeria so that there will be no war, our eternal leader gave them that option. I have the video where he made a statement. He said, I gave them a free hand. If there is any political solution to settle this problem so that there will be no war, bring it on board. I will embrace it. That was why he went to the extent of dragging them to Aburi. And what did they do? They threw it away. And they came and took the life of more than 5 million. And still up to today, from 1967 till date, the war is still on. It is still on. And after that long year, even when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came on board, he still gave them that opportunity. When he met with the governors, after they arrested him in 2015, they arrested him in detention and they released him. He met with the governors and he gave the governors the options on what to do. I am talking for the independence of my people. If you feel that your so-called restructuring is going to work, go and bring restructuring and come. When you bring restructuring, we give it to the Biafran people. If they accept it, I have nothing to fight for. What did they do? Instead of going to discuss that restructuring, they went and they brought the python to swallow themselves. They brought python to swallow themselves. In that python dance, thousands of Biafrans lost their life. The same politician you are telling me to go back today, they were the first people to proscribe IPOB. They were the first people to proscribe every one of us, you and I that is watching me. Everyone is watching here. The people that proscribed you first were these politicians. Ohanes and Igbo and the politicians came together and announced it even before the federal government clapped into it. They were the very forcible the federal government used to push that agenda to proscribe every indigenous person. And when you say indigenous person, everybody living in the old southeastern region, the present south-south, southeast, lower Benue and lower Kogi, if you are in that area, it is your governors and your Ohanes and Igbo came together and they proscribed you and marked you for that. They continue to push that very narrative. And today, after Mazen Nanikan gave them that opportunity, they threw it and brought Python down. Mazen Nanikan lost his two parents in that fight. Thousands of Biafrans lost their life. It is that same problem that sent Mazen Nanikan to exile. It is still that same problem that Mazen Nanikan is in detention today. And somebody will come and tell me, go back to those governors again to discuss. And by the way, these same governors they are telling you, politicians they are telling you to go back to, tell me, have there been any election in Biafra land where the people made a choice on who to rule them? Has there been any time in history where the people made a choice who to be there? Every one of us know how Hope Uzodinma came about. Today, look at Imo State. Every one of us know how Seludo came about. Seludo was one of the persons that Buhari chose as the economics team, one of the leaders in the economic team of Buhari. And all of a sudden, he pretended to be a member of APGA. APGA that was formed by our eternal team of Odumojuku. Seludo used Buhari to come and hijack it. And Seludo came on board. Seludo, when he came to power, he told you, there was a video where he went and visited prison. He said he was going to release all the Biafra agitators that were detained. Did he release anyone? Did he release anyone after that promise? Look at Dave Umahi. Dave Umahi destroyed his own Ebonyi state. After going out, he brought somebody again to replace himself. Look at Enugu State. Brought somebody to put on his own behalf. Are they the people you are going to complain to and talk to about your own situation? Have you ever made a choice of who rules or who does not rule? There has never been any time where the Biafran people found somebody to represent them. Not in the Senate, not in the Assembly, not as a governor, not anywhere. We do not have any political representation anywhere in the Socio-political Republic. And that is why we cannot follow them. Today, under the command of our Prime Minister, in the new dimension, we are following every international legal means to restore Biafra. Listen, international legal means to restore Biafra. That is what we are following. There is nothing that is done illegal. No activity of Biafran government is illegal. Every single thing Biafra government is doing under the multi-dimensional system, on the diplomatic level, political level, on the armed struggle, they are all legal. Diplomatically, we can see our lobbyists doing exploit in DC. They are doing great exploit in DC, undoubtedly. In the open, it is not a secret, nothing like underground. Everyone, you see our lobbyists posting and talking about the issue of Biafra, attending and meeting people that matters in the United States. Politically, we have conducted a self-referendum that recorded more than 50 million Biafrans. Today, do you know that Google have recognized our self-referendum? You go and discover, you have your phone, search it out, you see it. So sometimes they'll tell you, oh, they are just making noise. Oh, these people are just talking. They say, don't worry. Let them continue to say what they want to say. We have won them politically. We have won them diplomatically. And in the defense of Biafra land, we are doing wonderfully well. And I bet you, after the 2nd of December, it is going to be a different ballgame. And wherever you are as a Biafran, you better prepare yourself. The battle has just started, and we are going to win it. No matter what the enemies are saying or doing, we will win it. My brother Benjamin, are you there? Are you free now, Benjamin? If you are free, speak to us. Let's hear you.
My brother, you have already said it on now.
Okay, go on. Go on, my brother Chukuma. Go on. Then I think we're going to be starting. Let us start rounding up because we're spending almost 2 hours, 30 minutes now. So let us take on our closing remark and round up so that we can engage in other issues, a lot of things that we all have to do privately on our own side. So let's go on a closing remark and then we end the program. Go ahead, my brother Chukuma. Go ahead. Hit
it. Thank you, my brother Shoes. Thank you for making it rain. Always on point, making sure that all the lies and the deceit of the enemy are brought to the public, and we discard them, and we continue to expose them and trash them to gutter. You see, my brothers and sisters that are listening, today has come. You have a lot of things to dissect in your mind. You have heard from our brother, both our Nwadiana, and many of us, and those that are comment sections. Everybody is contributing his or her own quota in this freedom. I want you to continue to obey and follow up every policy, instruction that are coming from Biafra government in exile and the de facto government in homeland. Always be mindful, watchful, because our enemies are not tired. They are busy, continue to fight until the last day. Unlike useless information, they use our logo to share to the public, which our PM had debunked that yesterday. You know that they are not tired. So my prayer goes to our leader, Mazen Dandekano, DKJ Jola Hosi. Onye ga-abụ okwu ebe na mmezu, onye Chukwu oke ebe ji arụ ọrụ. Somebody that knows tomorrow, I can tell you what is going to happen tomorrow. It is Chukwu oke abịama. It is grace of Chukwu oke abịama upon him. And may Chukwu oke abịama continue to bless his parents, even though they are not alive. Let him continue to bless them for giving us a wonderful, beautiful, handsome, and seriousness mind person, because it takes somebody that is serious to do a successful business or anything in life, not the one that will sell out. So may he continue to guide and protect him in the camp of enemy. May the enemy, may Chukwu come and turn the heart of enemy to be his angel, that they will serve him according to their desire. And also, our PM, he have forfeited every damn thing in his life for the cause of this freedom, unlike our leader. Unlike our internal leader, Juku, this is the genuine people that Chukwu Kebama has choose, because he knows your heart before he choose you. May he continue to provide for his family and strengthen her. That anywhere he went, any office, any door that is not open, that is cannot be able to open, immediately our PM announced that he's coming to see somebody is there. That door must surely open.
You see?
That Chukwu came and continue to grant him victory.
You see?
And our men on ground, these people are not sleeping. They are making sure that we sleep with our 2 eyes closed.
Yes.
Chukwu come and continue to give them vision that they will see the enemy ahead of them.
You see?
They will strategize to bring them down. More important, that whenever they go acting for the evangelism to preach to the enemy, so that as they are sprinkling the water of the gospel, the enemy will be bowing down to them.
You see?
That is my prayer. Success, progress, victory shall be their portion. And finally, on our social media handles, our media warrior, Pastor Van, Chusi following the TV show, Adade Olamma, many Mazugo, and many other people that I cannot remember their names, even though I know them. But my prayer upon you people that you come and continue to give people grace to come out every day, because this is one of the points the enemy use against us. But today, Chukwu Kebama has given us this weapon into our hand. We hold the social media, and very soon our app will come out. YouTube and so many of them will not be doing guy again for us.
Yes,
so
sure.
If you want to hear anything from us, you go to our app. So May God come and continue to provide you people more wisdom and the vision to continue. And those
You
that are
see?
bringing money, my brothers, without money, you can't do anything because the world we are in today, Bible says money answered all things, but if you love money, it's going to root of all evil. Those that love money sold us. But those that know the importance of money, use it for the freedom. May He continue to provide our brothers and sisters. Even those that sit at home yesterday, I come across of the video, our brothers at the old Anambra State, where they are celebrating sit at home with a Nkwike. In fact, I was trying to be with them. But where I am, I cannot be able to go. But go come and continue to provide for them. Look at it. They sit at home yesterday and they're celebrating. May He continue. Those customers that supposed to come yesterday will locate you people today. Just like our brother here is busy. He's a business player in a shop. Yeah, he's doing something. That is the blessing of Chukwu Abiyama, which I'm praying for each every one of us. That I'm praying this thing. Name is written in book of gold. Continue. Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. My brother Chika, go ahead. Give us your closing remark.
I really appreciate you for your good work.
Thank you, my brother.
My brother, I really appreciate you. One guy about Maz, I greet you. I don't have any much to say. All my happiness, I'm waiting for 2nd of December because you can see you're already tired of Nigeria. Everything is moving up because I'm people. Because I really thank God because we are the Jews. No how, God must make a way for us to succeed. Because if they see some things, when people come here, come they beg. That's why if you see people better, it just help. Because when you look, I said, when I can't blame myself where God make it to be in my hand. If it's not be in my hand, I don't have anything to do. So in my hand, let me share with them. Nigeria people are suffering so much, and everybody is out for Nigeria. So, all my happiness, let God keep us alive to witness the 2nd of December, the generation of Biafra. And not anything people can do because I believe God and I believe in someone and I believe in man and I believe in Biafran soldiers. Everyone who is trying to make sure the actualization of independent state of Biafra come to pass, may God Almighty continue guide them until that 2nd of December. I can never say anything. I just wait because that is a vision which you see. But I didn't know is when it's from someone else by this thing come because I'm from Ezana State, which is Atra, Ojiriba. That's my state, this state. Until when 2nd of December, I see everything. I will go and give God to cook them. Then the world and our Prime Minister will see where the power who possess him come from. Because he can never hide it. Because that is the spiritual power and that's the power of the land of the Biafra.
Yes.
I will remember the time where our leader sent people to go there and pray. They call it the play the God of thunder, God of light. That in our language we call him Aguamadori. It is only ram. It's ram. He said, it's him we go and fight this war. I call him age whom in Corobia. And when I come here, our Prime Minister age, I said, I'm seeing all these our Prime Minister say, this thing is even like, this guy is a young guy, and this is the one controlling this thing, nothing land the can. So, let me never say anything until when I see everything come to reality.
It will happen.
I will thank God. I will thank God. That the God Almighty who possesses our Prime Minister, and let that God continue to guide him until this 2nd of December. I'm already prepared because if people never believe, I'm already believing. When I see the spirit in this young man, that's why I contribute everything I have. The little one I get here, I'm contributing it for our Elazen office in Lagos, Elazen here in Lagos. And when I contribute, I post my receipt to our district because I believe our nation is coming. I don't have anything much to say. Like God Almighty protect all of you.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. May Chukwu Abiyama continue to guide you, protect you, secure you, and you will never lack as you are pursuing your freedom. you are going to leave and you will see Biafra. You will raise the flag. Definitely, you will raise the flag of Biafra, and we will rejoice all together. My beloved brother Maxwell, go ahead, Maxwell, give us your closing remark as we are rounding up.
Thank you so much, Mazi Chicks. And I thank God for bringing the rest of my Namoches that are here talking the same thing all of us are singing about. Those in the comment section, I say, may Chukwuka bless all of you in everything that you engage in. May God bless Mazen Namdekano wherever he is. May God bless the Prime Minister, his honorable members, the cabinet, kitchen cabinet members, and all the functionaries of Biafran Republic government in exile. May God bless the Biafrans all over the world, including the homeland. May God bless those that has taken the mantle to defend the land of Biafra. I say, may Chukwuka bless all of you for every little thing that you contribute to the struggle, to the restoration of Biafra. May God reward all of you in 100-folds. And the greater of all them all is the coming of Biafra, which I will join you to celebrate in the name of Chukwuka. With the love from my own mother's ancestral and my father's ancestral land and my mother's ancestral land as well. I say I remain your Okene, and I will continue to support you in everything that is going to enhance the restoration of Biafra. Thank you for having me, and may God bless all of you.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. We appreciate you for that amazing contribution. And before we finally go off from the program, let us hear this important message from our Prime Minister. Just some two brief messages from our Prime Minister before we can be able to close the program to waken us and ginger our spirit more.
And I told him and promised him, if you are ready, really ready to fight for this Biafra, I will be the first person. And you are ready to do anything. I asked him, are you ready to do anything on live broadcast to get Biafra? And before he answered me, I said, hold on. If you are ready, I will be the first person to follow you. Now, if Mazen Namdekano approved doing anything for Biafra, why are they fighting what I'm doing today, which is actually anything? Ask them. Ask yourself. Why are the people who followed him fighting me when I am actually doing anything to get Biafra? Because he promised me that he would do anything to get Biafra. But of course, like I said, if they were actually with him, he will not be looking for 100 men. Where IPOB all over the world was contributing money and in millions of dollars. If I'm not mistaken, IPOB could have up to $5 million. Where is the money today? There is nothing, absolutely nothing to show for it. When we took over this agitation, now in liberation, there were no gun, not even AK-47. Everything you see Biafra Liberation Army using today, we bought it from scratch. We did not snatch gun from the terrorist army. Under IPOB, they were telling them to go and snatch gun. We did not snatch gun. We buy every single gun you see them using today. And of course, minus those ones we are manufacturing by ourselves. And it will continue like that. Then when we have decided that now we have met the requirements according to the Montevideo Convention to be recognized as a state, it is time to bring in the lobbyists. Because when you see them today, they say, oh, is he not the one who condemned lobbyists? Is he not the one who condemned IPOB saying he's not going to hire lobbyists? Why should I hire lobbyists as a political pressure group? Now that you that have hired lobbyists and paid 80,000, which you did not actually pay, as a matter of fact, what did you achieve? Can you show me where the lobbyists arrange a meeting for any IPOB member in Washington, D.C.? The answer is no. Because the money, some of the money were actually never paid to them. But the people who were seated as the committee, which way he was leading, they know what happened to those 80,000 every month. Today, how much are we paying? We are paying $10,000 every month to lobbyists. And look at the result. You will know that the people who are lobbying for us are not after money. It's a public information. It is not hidden. But IPOB, they will hide it. Or IPOB.
You have heard from our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon, is a brief of his readiness and preparedness. And I want you to hear this.
isi ka egbuo ya nkịta nke echi maka na ịma na ọ naghị ama daga. Aga m agwa unu na daga anyị kịta abụrụzi against ndị Igbo. Daga anyị kịta bụ against ndị ahụ bịara be anyị igbu anyị otu Usman Dan Fodio style. A ga-ama ha ivu eva n'ụwa niile a. Daga niile ha malụ n'ugwu Hausa, anyị ga-amakarịa ha nwasef. Ebe a ka anyị nọ amachazi ya ewerezi onwe ya. We will now begin to idozi ana anyị, dozi ana Igbo, dozi ana Biafra ọ dịla anyị mma maka na ihe anyị na-achọ ka ọ dị onye ọbụla na mma ka ihe niile a na-eme na-aga aga. Onye nwere isi ọgụgụ ọ gụọ, onye nwere isi eji alụpụta ihe o mee ya, na-arụ ya, na-afọ ya n'anya, na-eme kọmpetishọn n'ohe ọhịa na-eme ka ụwa dị mma. Onye ọbụla na-egoli. Ndewonu.
We are going to do wonders. I want you all to understand that we are in a very big battle. Battle for freedom is not for lily-livered people. It's not for kids. Battle for freedom, they throw bombs, rockets for people to get freedom. So freedom is not meant for people that are too emotional. It's not meant for people that somebody will talk this and talk that and they begin to shiver. No. I am born for Biafra to come. And I'm going to help Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to get Biafra. Believe me. Go and mark today's date. I want to assure Biafrans, so long as you continue to stand on your freedom, I will be there for you. So long as you continue to maintain that you have a right to live, I, Simon Ekpa, will be there. Any day, anytime.
Thank you so much, my fellow Biafrans, for your patience and being with me from the beginning of this program up to this minute. I thank you for being part of the program, whether you are watching me from TikTok or you're watching me from Facebook. Wherever you are watching from, I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to guide and protect you, secure you, give you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, give you more security, give you more protection, and provide for you. I pray for all our media warriors and speakers, those who are speaking on this platform and very other platform on behalf of Biafra. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to guide and protect every one of you. I present the de facto government of Biafra. Wherever members of the federal government are, may Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect them, secure them, give them wisdom, knowledge and understanding, and security. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect every member of the Biafran government cabinet, every member of the cabinet, every honorable member. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama give them wisdom, knowledge, understanding, strength, and protection. I pray for our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiyama will continue to guide him, protect him, and secure him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. Every plan they make against him will not get to him. Whatever hole they dig for him, they will fall into it. Every trap they set for him will catch them. I pray that our Prime Minister will be empowered with 2,000 men wisdom, more strength, more revelations. We pray that he will be protected. I pray for the government of Finland. I pray for the Finnish government that Almighty God will continue to guide and protect them, secure them, and make them much, much, much more stronger than they have ever been. I pray for our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for healing, for strength. I pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for wisdom, knowledge, understanding. I pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wherever he may be at this material hour, that Chukwu Okike Abiyama will continue to guide him, protect him, and secure him. My fellow Biafran that are watching, wherever you are watching from, no weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafran shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. Thank you so much for being part of this program. I will see you again next time. If you have time, join me on the Exodus Hub, Biafra Exodus Hub Talk TV this evening. Join me there to continue this program. If you can't have time, join me tomorrow, same time, on this same platform, and we will continue to preach this gospel. Share and like if you have not done so, and make sure you subscribe. Click your notification bell so that you'll be notified. You can be able to join us early each time we come online and we preach this gospel to reach to all the world. Thank you so much and stay blessed. See you again next time.
Biafra Republic!